Retake is on Friday, and if anybody has any questions about the retake, any of the topics on it, anything, we can talk about those after everybody else leaves, which will be pretty soon. The instrument information. So this week, as you know, or at least hopefully you know, there's if you're not in class, there's really nothing that you have to do. So no assignments related to electric, current, and circuits. We're just putting together the headstocks and doing sound hole designs. And if you were there yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. I brought my misbehaving camera home, and earlier it seemed like when I switched to it, it just took a little while and then it started working. Wait a little bit longer. Well, that camera potentially comes to life. I'll show you this. So this is the headstock, and people who were in class yesterday assembled this. This is the sound hole. This is kind of a boring sound hole. This is my mom's ukulele. It's really nice. I got it for her, but she doesn't use it, so she just leaves it over at my house. So let me try one thing. Switch cameras and see if this. Oh well, just turn that camera off. So that's what we're doing. Now, Luke and Carolyn and then David, you didn't get your sound holes done in class, and that's okay. But I've decided that I would really like them to be done by the end of the week because just for what we're going to do next week, we'll basically almost finish these up next week. But we can't do that unless I can laser cut the top of the instrument for you. And for that I need your sound hole design. And you don't need to do anything in CAD. There are a couple of options. One is to just draw on a piece of paper a line drawing of what you would like and email me that. The other is to take a screenshot of something, some simple shape, and just ask me to trace that. And here's an example of what somebody, this was Sam and Jack. They didn't actually trace theirs. So they had, this is what they gave me. And it was this fire thing, so it didn't, if I move this, there's no line drawing behind this. They didn't get to that. So I just traced it for them. That was fine. The thing I think is kind of funny about this is after I traced it, since it's not red anymore, it looks to me more like a beard than fire. But that's okay. They'll have a fuzzy beard on there as their sound hole. I'll show you how some of these other ones turned out. So I already talked to Maddie and Avery, and they wanted me to rotate their banana, so I rotated it. Claire, does the position of yours and everything, the size of it look okay? All right, so that's Claire's. Cassie and Leslie, neither of them is here, but that's their Starfleet thing, and then Charles and Abby just wanted a hole. So Luke, get me something by Friday, and same with Carolyn. And David, you're gonna do your own in Rhino, right? Just send me the Rhino file through email.
Yeah, Sophie and I are gonna do a bear, and I'm making it in Rhino. It's not
Yeah,
quite done yet.
and the bear might end up a little bit like the beard because it won't have eyes unless you somehow connect the wood on the outside to the inside. So anything that, keep in mind, anything we trace here is going to fall out. So this will just be emptiness. And if there were some other features inside here, it's going to get lost unless you figure out some clever way to keep that. And Claire, I went back and I changed this a little bit more to make a little more space here because these pieces of wood look like they were really thin. So I made even more space than there was before. And I think I'll hold together now. Should. All right, so let me go back to here. So next week, I'm just kind of putting this together now. On Monday, I'm going to have a bunch of necks that are too long, and you're going to decide how long you want them, depending on what size scale, how far each note is apart. You can decide that. You'll cut them to length. You'll attach the headstock. You'll put the bodies together, and then on Tuesday, for the blue people anyway, we'll put the bridges and saddles and frets and strings on, hopefully. And gold people will be doing the same thing on Thursday and Friday. Next week, though, we are going to be doing some electricity stuff. So really, I'll give you 3 days worth of assignments. One is to be done on Wednesday. One is to be done on each of your other 2 days. So I've got material from last year that we can use from when I made videos for the other classes. Seems like I didn't say as much as I did to the other class, but does anybody have questions about like what I'm asking from you, or anything that's coming up, or anything? So yeah, Riam.
Should I do the design, and should I send it to you, or should I just keep it for myself?
Yeah, so I think I sent you. Let's see if I might have not included you on that email earlier, Riam. I was trying to remember the. So I sent this. Yeah, so I sent this email to you. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, so just sometimes send me the scale length, what you want the distance to be from here. Oh, sorry, you can't see here. Here to there. And you can look that up. If you just Google ukulele scale length, that'll give you a reasonable one. And I think we'll probably do scale lengths that are from maybe 13 inches up to possibly 17 inches. I think the next that I make might be long enough for that. But just based on the size of most people's fingers, most people like the scale length somewhere, probably not over 15 inches. Otherwise, you have to stretch your fingers a lot to play these. So send me what you choose for your scale length, and then a picture of the design of your hole, and that's all you have to really worry about. And Riam, I'll probably get you all the pieces for this after the people who are in class are done with it, just because then I'll have a bunch of spare parts I can send you so you could put all this together. Okay? Other questions? So at this point, if you have any questions about the retake, kind of more physics questions about electrostatics, hang in here, or individual questions, hang in. Everybody else can go. And I'll either see you next week or tomorrow. All right.
Today's the last day.
What's that?
I think today is the last day of Ramadan, so on Thursday there's like Eid,
Mm-hmm.
So I think on that meeting I will not be there.
Okay, it's okay if you're not on. But I'll record